Welcome to Whiskey and Weights episode 3. Last week we talked about bracing. Tonight we're going to talk about different core exercises to help build your core and help build that stabilization. Alright, so as always we're going to start with the whiskey first. What am I drinking? Well, this guy is my favorite. This is my favorite. Got my buddy turned on to this as well. This is High West American Prairie. It is absolutely one of the smoothest straights I've ever had. I used to drink Maker's 46, switched over to this, and haven't switched back since. This is not how the label normally looks, so if you go try to find this, it's not how it's going to look. It's usually a white label, so just remember the name High West American Prairie. I think I paid like an extra $5 because it's a limited release, but it was only like an extra $5 for that. So anyway, it's pretty good, so we'll get started. All right, so core exercises. So we need to talk about these. These are going to help strengthen your core, all around core. So we talked about bracing and the muscles that are involved with that core. You got your global muscles and then you've got your internal muscles, right? So going with that, like I said last week, we talked about bracing and how that is the subtle tightening and drawing in of your core. It helps stabilize and protect your spine when you're doing movements. Now, benefits of that is getting a core workout in while increasing balance, stabilization, and decreasing risk of injury due to complex or dynamic movements. So we're going to talk about other ways to work your core musculature to increase your overall stabilization and decrease even more of your risk injury. There's multiple different exercises. You'll see the video here up on the screen. First exercise that we're going to talk about is the bird dog. Now with this, you want to keep a tight core when doing this, so don't forget to draw in those abs. It's going to work your transverse abdominis, middle and lower back, and it also hits some of your glutes and traps as well. Next exercise that we'll talk about is the front plank. I'll just put a picture up here. I believe most people know what a plank looks like. But once again, you want to keep your core tight and drawing those abs in subtly. This works your serratus anterior, rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, external obliques, and synergistically, you're also working your pectoris major and your quadriceps because you're holding yourself up with those muscles. And then we can just move on to side planks. So side planks, just kind of like a front plank, except you're on your side. With this, you want to make sure that your hips aren't bowed low. If you take a look at the picture, you can see they have a straight line from their feet all the way to their head. What this is going to be working is that rectus abdominis, internal and external obliques, serratus anterior, and synergistically, because you're holding yourself up on your side, it's going to be hitting your deltoids and your tensor fasciolata, which is the side on your the side hip muscle. All right, another video here for you. We're going to talk about dead bugs. Dead bugs are a great one. I really like these. I like to throw them into my ab routine, honestly. But this is going to be working your rectus abdominis, external and internal obliques. I have a hard time saying this one, but I believe it's your iliopsoas, which is your hip flexors. Fancy name for your hip flexors. And synergistically, your quadriceps as well. Because when you're extending that leg, you are in return holding that leg above the ground. It's not going all the way down to the ground, you're holding it above, so that is kind of working your quadriceps as well. So with that, of course there's other core exercises, but these are the basics of those core exercises. And as far as I know, they're some of the only ones that are going to hit as many core muscles as these do. So they just, as we went through those, you heard me ramble off a bunch of names. Those are all different muscles that are involved in your core. Another great option, though, I will throw in there is hollow body holds. I believe hollow body holds is a great one as well. That's also going to work your transverse abdominis, your rectus abdominis, your internal and external obliques, and it's also going to work your erector spinae as well, as you're trying to hold yourself in a straight position. All right, so that's everything I have for the core exercises. If you guys have any questions or if you just like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and comment below. And once again, I hope you have a great night. Thanks for tuning into Whiskey and Weights.